Dun, 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 dun.
Cookie out of new.
Hello, YouTube. I'm Adam,
I'm Bobby.
and this is Cookie Island News.
So basically, what Cookie Avenue is we're going to talk to you about some new news about technology and the world as we're going to put it.
I don't know where the hell we got this idea, but I kind of like it.
All right, so Adam, you have a really interesting thing on your screen, so you can probably talk about it first.
All right. Well, the submersible car in James Bond was bought by Tesla Motor CEO. Elon Musk, who is the CEO of Tesla Motors, purchased the Lotus Expert feature in the underwater theme in The Spy Who Loved Me. Musk purchased the submersible vehicle for $968,000 at an auction held last month in London. Automobile blog Jalopnik reported Thursday. The car enthusiast and futurist apparently based the design of the first Tesla on James Bond's Lotus Esprit. The Hollywood Reporter said. What? I'm not doing that. It was amazing as a little kid in South Africa to watch James Bond in The Spy Who Loved Me. The guy just loaded Esprit off a pier, press a button, and have it transform into a submarine underwater. I was disappointed to learn that it can't actually transform. Musk said, what I'm going to do is upgrade it with a Tesla electric powertrain and try to make it transform for real.
That's really cool. So basically, an owner of Tesla, and if you don't know Tesla, Tesla makes electric cars, but they're not just any electric cars. They're normally pretty good. They make electric sports cars.
You guys should probably know Tesla because even I know Tesla and I don't like cars.
All right, so here's what I got: is Windows 8.1 is now the new hardware that a lot of people are using. So a lot of stores are trying to stock their shelves with things that are compatible with that, which is a problem because right before Windows 8 came out, they came out with a crap load of PCs that ran on Windows 7, but they weren't compatible with Windows 8.
That's great.
So there's with the OS out in Wild, tablet and laptop are lining up stock store shelves with compatible devices. Then Microsoft did start delivering Windows 8.1 several days before the 1 year anniversary of the Windows 8 launch. Yeah.
Right.
So basically, they updated Windows 8 before a year after it has been out, which is ridiculous. Because that would be like that faster than they update Minecraft.
This is great.
Yeah. And they updated an entire new OS for mobile devices.
Alright, I got this thing. Xbox One headset adapter shipping in 2014. Microsoft confirms it will release adapter in early 2014 that will allow users to connect various third-party headsets to the next gen.
That's really cool.
Microsoft confirmed today that its official headset adapter will not be available at launch, instead releasing in early 2014. Xbox will release an adapter in early 2014 that allow consumers to connect many brands of wired gaming headsets to the wireless controller for gaming and chat audio. Microsoft spokesperson said. The confirmation comes after headset maker Turtle Beach announced today that its own line of headsets, Xbox 4 and Xbox 7, would not be available until 2014. Every console launch does include the Xbox One chat headset, and we are working with third-party manufacturers to create new headsets that will take full advantage of the Xbox One technology. As IGN points out, without the adapter, players can still access in-game audio through the Xbox One's optical visual audio port. However, chat audio in the scenario would be muted to you. The Xbox One launches on November 22nd with $500.
Awesome. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty psyched for that now. I'm pretty excited. They're having that tour right now, too. we're gonna be there, and you go test them. The problem is we live fucking 2 hours from Phoenix, which is ridiculous.
I don't know if I'm into the Xbox One because I've heard you're not gonna be able to play any previous Xbox console.
Yeah, but you heard that about PlayStation 2.
I did, yes. But
You also heard that about PlayStation 3.
I didn't hear that about PlayStation 3.
Everyone heard that about PlayStation 3.
I knew for PlayStation 3 there wouldn't be.
Yeah, they always say you're not going to be able to do this, you're not going to be able to do that, and then you are. Besides, originally Microsoft came out with their original plans where they were going to have like all this stuff, and they announced it, and then they took it back because so many people in the Microsoft community were complaining about it. So I have something right here about the new iPhone 5s.
Alright, I have Grand Theft Auto 5 things we were talking about earlier.
Alright, I will go first.
Yeah, go.
So, new iPhone 5s just came out recently, and a lot of people that own the iPhone 5 and still do bought it, and then a lot haven't returned it because they were not satisfied that it was different enough from the iPhone 5. Like, the iPhone 5 is running iOS 7, which is the same as the 5S. And it's basically the same phone in all. And the only thing that...
Screen, right?
No, same screen.
But, like, it's 32 by 32, isn't it? Pixels?
No, they're pretty much exactly the same phone, except for the iPhone 5S has the new A7 chip in it, which makes it run a tiny bit faster, but you won't fucking notice, because who needs their shit running 0.1 second faster? And then also, the new fingerprint scanner, which a lot of people have been complaining about. And Apple made a video about it and saying it's only stored on the A7 chip, your fingerprint, and it doesn't go anywhere else. And in the video, they like made a square around the A7 chip, and then they made like a little square in the A7 chip, like it is stored right here. So yeah, Apple has been getting returned iPhone recently. However, the iPhone 5C, which is most people's first iPhone, so if they haven't owned an iPhone 4, they normally bought this one. Because it's made of plastic, but it's cheaper because the regular iPhone with 2-year contract is $500. The 5S, yeah. And the iPhone 5C with a 2-year contract is $100. Which is huge ass difference. And with the iPhone 5C, you can also get the back in. And with 5S, you can get it in a black and alloy finish. You can get it in the kind of white-ish finish, that has that weird band. And you can get a white with champagne colored back. Yeah. So that was, I really like that they added some new colors and stuff. I'm really glad that they came out with 5C. However, they have been getting a lot of things, similar it is to the pop. So yeah.
So I'm gonna be getting an iPhone soon. So which iPhone 5C, iPhone regular 5, or iPhone 5S?
They don't sell 5 anymore. No, they don't sell the 5 anymore because then they still sell the 4S. But they don't sell the 5 because it's the exact same fucking thing as the 5S and it's gonna cost exactly the same.
So iPhone 5C is I'm getting.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'd recommend 5S. Like, if you can, then I'd get 5S.
Alright.
If you get the 5S, then you have that fingerprint scanner, which is really cool. You also have the A7 chip, which means, and since it's a brand new chip, which means it will not only go to the next iOS, which the iPhone 5 will not, till iOS 8, when that comes out. It'll go to that, and it might go to iOS 9 because it has a brand new chip in there.
So for a 4-year contract, how much would it cost?
It might be a little bit cheaper. But regularly, an iPhone 5S without a 2-year contract or anything is $900 for the 16 gigabyte version, which is the lowest you can get in the iPhone. Yeah, that's my news about the iPhone.
Alright. My news is that they are selling evil porpoise bait. No, it's not that. It was an ad, so I just had to say it. Okay. The Grand Theft Auto 5 PC petition breaks 600,000 signatures. Okay, this isn't what we were talking about earlier. What was it?
That's different.
Back in July, a Change.org petition calling for a PC version of the currently console-exclusive Grand Theft Auto 5 garnered 200,000 signatures, a number big enough to draw itself to our attention. By the middle of September, that number had climbed to 375,000, and now, just a hair more than a month after that, the machine stands over 600,000. It's a big number, but still well shy of its ultimate goal of 1 million cities. And the good news is even if the petition falls short, it's very likely that the game will come to the mouse and keyboard set. Not only is there preceded a PC version past GTA releases and have always lagged behind their console customers, but multiple industry sources told Eurogamer earlier this month that a PC release would arrive in the first quarter of 2014. Echoing a similar, slightly earlier prediction by Intel executive Silva. While the release Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC effort continues to make headway, the infinitely more amusing Don't Make a PC version of GTA 5 petition seems to have run out of steam. After hitting 10,000 signatures in mid-September, it managed to climb just over 100,000.
So yeah, they didn't come out with it on PC originally. And normally they don't come out with like any of the Grand Theft Autos. They've never come out exactly at the same time as the console, but they announced that they're going to have it. And with this one, they did not announce that they were going to have it on PC. So I have Facebook news.
Oh god, I saw that up the top here.
Yeah.
The team policy?
Yeah, team policy's on fire. So apparently, before, all teams 13, 17, when they shared a post, they cannot share it publicly. They can only make it so friends and friends of friends could see it. And so not just anyone could see it. And so Facebook made it now so that they can just share it publicly so that everyone can see it. And some parents are complaining and things about it because they don't want their kids doing that, and they know their kids are going to do it because their kids don't give a fuck. Which is bad because most companies, they go like, if whatever you have that is public on your Facebook wall, then that means you will share it with us. So if you're like drinking beer and stuff in this photo on Facebook, and then you share it publicly, then your company might fire you. However, if you just share it with your friends, like, hey, look where I am, then your company probably won't do it. Like some companies will make you like, they'll track your Facebook and everything. Which there was a huge lawsuit on also because that's invading privacy of the employees. And I'm pretty sure like they got a ton of money and stuff, but some companies. So yeah, there seems to always be a little bit of Facebook news every time.
Speaking of Facebook, love him or hate him, Mark Zuckerberg is undeniably a true early 21st century visionary, and Facebook has changed the world. found this article. So looks like Zuckerberg shoots first and asks questions later. In the sense that they figure out how to implement some amazing idea and then worry about implications and other people's opinions after the fact. Facebook has played out over the years as Stuff and Co. Have rolled out change after change, often tweaking privacy, security, and advertising settings, and often does produce a great deal of backlash. He does have a counterbalance though, and wouldn't you know it, if he sits there ranting. I could show you guys a picture of it.
Alright, so I have something on Kim Kardashian.
Oh no, not this.
So, if you didn't know, Kanye West is Kim Kardashian's girlfriend. Yeah.
What?
Yes, but yeah, so they're dating. And he made a comment on how Kim Kardashian should have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And they said no. Because she does not qualify for a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. End of story. She cannot get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. She's not qualified. Big booty, don't qualify. Yeah.
Alright. Xbox 360's Games of Gold, the permanent, still no word on Xbox One version. Again, this is another reason why I'm not so sold on the one. Microsoft Xbox 360 monthly free game promo Games of Gold is being extended indefinitely. The program essentially Microsoft's response to Xbox 360 to Sony's PlayStation Plus initiative on PS3 and Vita. Members who pay the monthly or annual fee to the program receive a variety of free games each month. Sony announced an extension of this program to its next game console, PS4, back in Q3 2013. Anyone who already pays the PS Plus on PS3 or Vita is automatically a member on PS4. Microsoft, however, won't say if Games of Gold will extend to its upcoming game console, the Xbox One. Alright, excited to announce we are extending Games of Gold for Xbox 360. We will share more details on the program soon. Stay tuned for our plans on Xbox One, a Microsoft spokesperson told Engadget. There are, of course, many other benefits to paying for an Xbox Live Gold account on the Xbox One, the least of which is the ability to play online multiplayer games.
Yeah, because obviously that is not the reason that everyone buys gold. Is not to play with their friends. No.
Games of Gold kicked off in July 2013 with the Xbox Live Arcade title Defense Grid. You got that right?
Yes.
And has since offered a smattering of other titles. Crackdown, you also got that, and Red Rising 2, you got that as well. I can't, my hard drive sucks, but I'm getting a new one. Thanks God. This month's free games are Might and Magic, Clash of Heroes, and Halo 3. We're giving out Halo 3.
Yeah, Halo 3 though, like, pretty old. They're only giving out fairly old games. They're mostly good games.
Didn't they give out a Fable?
They're gonna give out Fable 2. Actually, I think they did.
Yeah, but
I don't know if they did or they're going to. No, I think they did. I think that was in the announcement. So, I got Beebs news. Yeah.
just skip it.
Justin Bieber.
No! Skip it!
He touched a stripper's ass. Yeah.
Did you really?
Yes.
I am proud of you, Beaver.
The title is Bieber Strip Club Night. He touched my ass. I almost fainted. So, also, before this, Justin Bieber went to Great Wall of China. I don't know if you heard that. Yeah, he went to Great Wall of China. And of course, he was a college security guard. He made them carry him up the fucking stairs to get on the Great Wall of China. He would not walk up the stairs.
Why is Bieber acting like so snobby and like an asshole? I mean,
He's fighting Justin Bieber, that's why.
I didn't like nice Bieber, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel about mean Bieber.
Alright, what you got?
I don't know, I'm still looking for something.
I already got them.
I'm gonna skip technology and go to US.
So, Titanic violin that is 900,000 pounds is in English money, which is roughly a lot of money.
One sec. I already have a money translator, apparently.
Well, very fair. So, Violent apparently played Compasses on Titanic as a tank, was sold for 900,000.
British pound, right?
Yeah.
How many? 9,000?
900,000.
$1,454,895 US.
So roughly million. So roughly $1.5 million in just 10 minutes at an auction in Wiltshire in Europe. Yeah. It was paid by the band leader Wallace Hartley, who died along with 1,517 others as the ship went down. They had a guide price of $300,000. And it sold for nothing. Yeah.
That's what I got. Alright, I don't know if you guys have heard, this isn't on my laptop, but I know what happened.
Government shut down.
Yeah, government shut down, I didn't know that. But, there was this guy, and he was flying a plane, like a private plane. The elevator fell out of the plane, and I'm not talking about elevators that take you up floors. If you guys don't know what the elevator plane is, it's the little flapping thing in the back that basically keeps the plane, I'm gonna get my hand on the screen, from doing this. Right? So this elevator just falls out. He somehow is able to land the plane on a highway, hit two cars, and no one was hurt.
Wow.
Yeah. I think they actually just figured out how to move it, like 3 years ago.
That's really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
What the?
What?
This is my other news. Alright, why it matters if a rape victim is drunk. I don't know, I found it. I was just like, this looks interesting. This week, as another case of socially powerful teenage boys allegedly committing rape and seemingly getting away with it this time in Maryville, Missouri, captivated national attention. Conversation is predictably focused on the victim's drinking. I'm not saying she deserved to be raped, said a defense attorney on Fox News, quoting the victim. 14-year-old Daisy Coleman adding, she was leaving her home at 1 a.m. in the morning and nobody forced her to drink. Slate's Emily Yolfe claimed that a misplaced fear blaming the victim has made it somehow unacceptable to warn inexperienced young women that when they get wasted, they're putting themselves in potential peril. USA Today referred to Coleman dismissively as a drunken 14-year-old cheerleader. Whether the alleged victims were wasted or drunken does matter, but not for the reasons those commenters suggested. It matters legally because in most states, incapacitated people are unable to consent to sex. Whether it's because they've drunk alcohol, even in many states if they've done so not knowingly, involuntarily, taken prescription or illegal drugs, or are developmentally disabled. And though it won't apply retroactively to Coleman's case, as special prosecutor looks into whether charges should be refiled, Missouri law recently became even clearer on that point. The Kansas City Star reported that Coleman's blood alcohol content was 0.137 hours after the alleged rape. The legal limit for driving under the influence is 0.08 in all 50 states. Coleman said she blacked out, and her friend told the Kansas City Star that Coleman was unable to speak coherently and had been carried from the bedroom that night. Despite years of rape law reform, many people still imagine rape as a crime involving literal force rather than lack of legal consent. The fact that the incapacitated people can't legally consent to sex remains poorly understood, even after 2 teenage football players have found it delinquent of raping an incapacitated girl in Steubenville, Ohio. The confusion is so widespread, Scott Berkowitz, president and founder of the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, RAINN, That one of the most frequent questions Rain gets is date rape illegal. Teens in particular, he told MSNBC, wonder about whether the use of alcohol or the fact of the perpetrator being known to the victim makes it rape. Because the question is so common, he stopped using that term, Berkowitz said. That confusion affects both potential victims and potential perpetrators. This is a really long article. This is the last paragraph. Who may not understand the depth of legal trouble their actions may invite it. It also provides cover to predators who have been known to use the victim's voluntary drinking as a cover for their fault.
Alright, I got news about Google.
Hell yeah!
So, I don't know if you know this, but Motorola not really liking Google. Don't know why. Motorola's heavy. Oh no, they don't. It's not that they don't like them. They're paired with Google, right? And then they got really heavy losses when compared to Google. And not affect Google at all. Google's not giving a shit. Actually, their stocks went up to $1,000 stocks. This is the second tech stock ever to make a $1,000 stock. Ever. And I don't know how many people use a thing called iGoogle, right? Like a different website, and it's set up a little bit differently than Google, and it's still run by Google and everything. That will also be shutting down. Yeah.
I got some more news on Kim Kardashian. I found it.
Don't care.
I don't care. I'm gonna read it.
Don't care.
Naughty, naughty! Kim Kardashian finds out something on her logo after Kim West tells her no more plastic surgery. Okay, no. After reading that. Katy Perry. I'll read the Katy Perry news. I like Katy Perry.
No, let's stick to technology. We haven't really been talking about technology.
I ran out of technology. Whoa.
Alright, here I got this. Alright. So, Apple has been recalling certain MacBook Air flash storage drives. Yeah, Apple announced in a blog post Thursday that it is recalling 64 and 128 gigabyte flash storage drives that were used in previous generations of the MacBook Air sold between June of 2012 and June of 2013. The blog post, first spotted by Cult of Mac, says users with affected drives can either make an appointment with an Apple genius at an Apple retail store to get the drive replaced, or go to any one of the company's authorized service providers. So yeah.
I'm looking at the advertisements, and one of them is like, someone follows Kim Kardashian on Twitter! That is literally the advertisement.
Wow. That's ridiculous. Okay. Some news on Toyota. The car company? Yeah. Apparently they cannot deal with spiders. So, Toyota recalled 870,000 cars because spider webs could cause their airbags to suddenly deploy. Yeah.
How?
Because, okay, according to CNN Money, 870,000 Toyotas are being recalled because if spiders get inside and weave a web, passengers might have an interesting pattern imprinted on their face when the airbag suddenly deploys for no apparent reason. Here's an explanation. Spider webs can on occasion actually block drainage tubes connected to the air conditioning condenser. Coincidentally, one result of this might be that water drips down onto an airbag control module, causes a short circuit, which in turn puts the airbag system in a tizzy. All of this could result in passenger side airbag greeting you unexpectedly. So I'm just imagining, right? Okay, we're driving down the road, okay? I'm sitting in the passenger seat, you're driving, I'm talking to you, I look down at the road, and then all of a sudden this airbag just pops right in my face, and you're still driving, and now you're laughing your ass off, because the airbag just popped in my face.
And then I'm just laughing, and then my airbag fucking comes like,
yeah, and then eventually it deflates, and now we got spider web imprints on our face. So yeah, that's what Toyota does to their passengers.
Is Katy Perry married?
No.
This guy? Yeah, there's Russell Brand, I know, but like, I'm reading this guy, and it's like saying weird shit. It's like, they're not married. No, wait, they're married. I'm like, what? This is weird. Okay, enough of that.
Alright, 35% of Americans now own a tablet.
Okay.
Pew Internet research reports a notable spike in tablet ownership, which is up to 10% from a year ago among Americans. 35% of Americans own a tablet and 24% own an e-reader, according to the latest study from Pew Internet research. Yeah.
How's the girl raped in Prescott?
I don't know about it.
Nope, I'm reading it. Okay, in Prescott, Colton McPherson. No? Okay. The second of 3 defendants in a rape case accepted a plea deal on Wednesday. McPherson, 17, that's totally not our McPherson. Robert Stuff, 20, and a 16-year-old girl, all are accused in the August 2012 sexual assault of the victim. What the fuck? I don't want to read this. I'm gonna make me scared. You guys didn't know we do live in Prescott? Reading about a rape in Prescott might not be.
Alright, then let's stick to technology.
Let me go back to technology.
Okay. Apple taken to court over unwanted iOS install download. So a small claims complaint asked Apple for a way to remove the automatically downloaded iOS 7 install file on iOS 6 devices, and earlier, something that can take up space. California man is taking Apple to court over what he says were unwanted downloads of iOS 7 onto his family's gadget. Mark Menastre, a resident of Poway, California, filed a small claims complaint against Apple CEO Tim Cook in the Superior Court of California in San Diego on Thursday, asking for the removal of the iOS 7 install file. Something that's downloaded to devices automatically when they're connected to power and a Wi-Fi connection. That file does not install iOS 7 on a device without user interaction, though it does prompt users to do so every time they restart their device, which would be annoying really badly. You know, you start up your device and it's like, hey, do this so that you can have iOS 7, and then you're like, no, and then you're like, okay, I got a text. Do this so you can get fuck you. God damn. Yeah.
That's kind of weird, actually. Alright, Hewlett Packard's new Chromebook 11 is a laptop. At harsh. But it's light and portable enough to work well in places where you don't need it. I'm thinking cramped buses and airplanes, the waiting area of a doctor's office, even the cushiony couch in your living room. The Chromebook is small enough to rest comfortably on your lap and easy to carry when you need to take off and go. The drawback is it relies heavily on the internet to run various services. You'll need to plan ahead if you're looking to write the great masterpiece without access to Wi-Fi. That's because the Chromebook doesn't run Windows and Mac OS like the majority of laptops. Rather, it uses Google Chrome OS system, which uses steady internet connection. Although it's possible to use apps while offline, Chromebooks are really designed for online use. Many apps don't work fully or at all without the internet connection, or they need to be configured while you still have the connection to work offline. It's not as simple as installing the program and expecting it to work wherever you are. In addition, Chromebooks have little storage of the devices. Google Series record its online storage device, Drive, for your documents, photos, music, and media. Chromebooks aren't meant for graphic designers who use sophisticated software, such as Adobe Photoshop or business executives who rely on Microsoft PowerPoint slides. The notebooks are for people who primarily use Google's online services, including Search, Gmail, Google Docs, Google Maps, and Google Fire to make the video. That includes school children who need a computer for homework and merchants who want something small next to their cash register. As Google reasons, if you've already using many of its services, why not use a device optimized for it? These devices can be fast because they get their sophistication from powerful servers located elsewhere. Chromebook 11 takes just a few seconds to power up, as Chrome OS doesn't have a lot to learn on their device itself. Chrome OS notebooks are also really cheap. Chromebook 11 costs just $279. I think we should probably end this here.
No.
No? How long have we gone through?
What would that commercial be?
I will make a fucking commercial.
A news?
What?
Yeah. Because normally commercials inform you of things, which we've been doing for the past half hour.
Yes, I'll make a commercial. I'll make like a soda commercial.
Okay, for that commercial, I have one last story before the commercial.
Alright.
And then we will take a break and come back. Okay, so Adam, you are getting a new computer at Christmas.
Yes.
And that will probably be the Alienware computer, hopefully. How much does that computer cost? $600, right? Hey, HP, well-known computer, came out with a desktop computer for $399. That is a hexa-core computer.
What?
This refurbished machine packs a ton of processing and graphics power and looks good doing it, plus a day recovery freebie. This is an update of a deal I wrote about earlier this year. Now it's even cheaper. Desktops, you still love them, you crazy people, and why not? Power, extendability, cool, monolithic, look, what not to like. Actually, desktops will always have a special place in my heart as well, even if I've largely moved on to laptops and tablets. So, they only and multiply last. Daily Steels has the refurbished HP Envy H8 1532 X-Core desktop for $399 shipped. That's $70 less than last time I wrote about it, and hundreds below the price back when it was new.
So will it be like better than the Alien computer?
Yeah, probably, because this one's probably easier to upgrade also. And it has 6 cores in it.
How much memory?
It doesn't say.
At least a kilobyte.
1.5 kilobyte hard drive.
Yeah, that's better.
Hard drive.
What the fuck?
Terabyte.
Sorry.
Damn it. It has a 3.8 gigahertz AMD FX 6200 processor. Here paired with 6 gigabytes of DDR3 memory, a 1.5 terabyte hard drive, and an Infinity Radeon HD 7570 video card with a 2 gigabytes of dedicated DDR3 RAM. In other words, crank up the special effects on your favorite game. Yummy should be able to handle them without breaking the sweat. The system also features a DVD burner, a media reader, 8 USB ports, 2 of them USB 3.0, Gigabit Ethernet 802.11n Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.0, and Windows 8. No doubt many of you will turn your nose up at this last, but it's easy enough to live with Windows 8 by pretending it's not there. Personally, I use Classic Shell to boot straight to desktop mode and restore the start.
What's so bad about Windows 8?
A lot of people aren't liking the interface because it's mainly made for touchscreen. But however, with Windows 8, they did make it so that It's still an update, but you can make it so that it brings up a desktop version, which was a lot like Windows 7. And by a lot, like, I mean, it is fucking Windows 7.
Alright.
Yeah, HP announced that they're sold out now of this. However, HP does this very often with this desktop. So you might be able to get one still, and they're still on sale normally, but not. Yeah.
Alright.
If I didn't stop recording, we
can't do that. They will actually leak their, yeah. I am absolutely 100% positive. I tried it. Yeah.
I'll look at it.
Okay.
Alright, we'll be right back. Commercial.
Commercial.
Bam!
Alright, go on. Okay, so what are we doing with the commercial? What am I selling?
I have to see. We're not doing an actual commercial. I have to restart that.
I'll do the commercial.
No, don't do the commercial.
I'm gonna do commercial. Damn it.
You like water? Well, I have news for you. We have new water. Whoa! In this special cup. You can purchase it for $368.99. Isn't it a great offer? Buy it now, and you will be as happy as